The dust of the desolate planet Krathis clung to everything, the rocks, the air, even the ruins of what had once been a bustling alien city. Jonas had been sent as part of a humanitarian mission, tasked with surveying abandoned colonies and distributing aid where possible. But nothing had prepared him for the sight that made him freeze in the middle of the crumbling plaza. There she was, a small, trembling figure crouched in the shadows of a collapsed building. Her skin shimmered faintly, a pale lavender that glowed faintly under Krathis' twin suns. Her large, expressive eyes darted at every sound, wide with fear. Jonas could see the hollow in her tiny frame, the unmistakable signs of starvation. "Hey," he whispered, slowly extending a hand. "It's okay. I won't hurt you." The girl flinched and backed away, a low, pained whimper escaping her throat. Jonas could see the remnants of bruises and scratches, evidence of life on a planet that had forgotten its inhabitants. He knew that trust wouldn't come easily. Not here. Not now. "I know you're scared," he said softly, "but I can help you." Days passed and Jonas persisted. He brought food, water, and warmth, leaving them near the girl's hiding spot. Each time he approached, she would retreat slightly, but not as far as before. Slowly, inch by inch, she began to accept his presence. Finally, one evening, as the red sun dipped below the jagged horizon, she allowed him to touch her hand. It was tentative, a test of safety. Jonas smiled gently, offering her a nutrient paste he had managed to synthesize from the aid supplies. She sniffed it, then, with hesitant trust, took a small bite. For the first time in weeks, she smiled. It was weak but genuine, a fragile blossom of hope in a world that had become nothing but ruin. Jonas decided it was time to take a bold step. He built a makeshift shelter within the remains of a once grand library, its walls half collapsed but still providing cover. "You can stay here with me," he said. "I'll protect you." The girl, whose name he learned was Lyra, nodded silently, her eyes glistening with tears. She had no family, no place to go, and yet she had found someone who refused to walk away. Over the weeks, Jonas taught Lyra simple survival skills: how to gather edible plants, filter water, and move quietly to avoid the predators that still roamed the outskirts. But he also learned from her. She had instincts honed by necessity, senses that could detect danger long before it appeared. Together, they formed an unspoken bond, bridging the gap between human and alien, understanding and empathy building where fear had once ruled. Lyra began to regain her strength, and with that, her curiosity grew. She asked about Jonas' world, the strange technologies and customs humans had developed. He, in turn, marveled at her knowledge of Krathis' flora, fauna, and ancient ruins. Their conversations stretched long into the night, the dim light of the shelter casting dancing shadows as the twin moons rose overhead. But the planet was not entirely abandoned. Reports of human explorers had reached the remnants of Lyra's species, and soon, Jonas noticed subtle signs that they were being watched. Shadows flitted just beyond the perimeter of their shelter, and strange devices hummed faintly in the distance. One night, Jonas confronted Lyra. "Are they your people?" She nodded, her gaze darkening. They left me here. My family, they didn't survive." Her voice cracked, a mixture of sorrow and lingering fear. "Some will want to take me, use me for their purposes." Jonas' jaw tightened. "Not while I'm here. I won't let anyone harm you." The next morning, as the first light bathed the ruins in gold, a small fleet of sleek alien craft descended on their location. Armed figures emerged, clearly intent on retrieving Lyra. But Jonas stood firm, placing himself between her and the approaching soldiers. "I said she stays," he declared, voice steady, heart racing. A tall, armored alien stepped forward. She is our property. You have no claim here, human. Jonas met the alien's gaze without flinching. She's not property. She's a person. And I'll fight anyone who tries to take her from me. The tension was palpable, the two sides sizing each other up. Then, unexpectedly, Lyra stepped forward. Her small hand rose, and a faint psychic pulse rippled outward. It was the same energy she had used instinctively to sense danger, but now she focused it deliberately. The humans and aliens alike felt the surge, a combination of warning and protective instinct. Jonas realized then that they were stronger together. He took her hand, giving her a reassuring squeeze. "We face this as one," he whispered. The alien forces hesitated, unsure how to respond to the combined human-alien bond. Jonas used the moment to negotiate. He explained the years of neglect, the abandonment, and the life they had built together. He spoke of trust, empathy, and the potential for cooperation between their species. Finally, after tense deliberation, the alien commander nodded. "Perhaps you are right. The child of survival deserves its own choice." Lyra blinked in surprise. "Choice," she murmured. Jonas smiled gently. "You decide your path. I'll be here no matter what." Months passed, and life slowly stabilized. Jonas and Lyra continued to explore Krathis, cataloging flora and fauna, restoring abandoned habitats, and building a sanctuary for any survivors they could find. Their bond deepened, unshakable, and recognized by both humans and aliens as a symbol of hope and unity. One evening, as they watched the twin moons rise over the ruined city, Lyra leaned her head against Jonas' shoulder. "You never walked away," she whispered. "I never could," he replied. "And neither should you." They had survived hunger, fear, and abandonment. But more importantly, they had discovered trust, compassion, and the profound truth that humanity, even in a universe filled with alien wonders and dangers, could make a difference where others had failed. As the stars sparkled above Krathis, Jonas knew one thing for certain. Lyra's survival was not just a testament to luck, nor merely to human perseverance. It was proof that even in the coldest, harshest corners of the galaxy, one person refusing to walk away could change the course of a life, and perhaps the future of an entire species.